Hey there guys, so I just uploaded a video about body language very recently. If you haven't seen that already, then I highly recommend you go and check it out, as it'll give a bit more context to what I'm going to talk about here. Basically though, I wanted to share one more example of how you can read body language cues and use that to your advantage. In this case, I want to talk about how you can use it to spot a lie or a truth. This is incredibly difficult, and in fact it's thought by many that this can't be done with much reliable accuracy. But there are tells. Often, simply looking for anxiety and stress can suggest that someone isn't being entirely truthful. This is how a polygraph works. By assessing someone's base level of stress, we can then look for signs that they're becoming uncomfortable, such as fidgeting, increased heart rate, pacifying behaviours like nail biting. We can then assume that perhaps they're uncomfortable because they're lying. The well-documented problem with this approach, though, is that people tend to be nervous when being interrogated. So either you avoid making it seem like an interrogation in the first place, or you look for other potential signs of lying. One cognitive sign would be noticeable pauses. Inventing lies is more cognitive demanding than telling the truth, and so the person might use more filler words and take longer when explaining themselves. Likewise, you might see signs of incongruence with their body language. For instance, if someone tells you that they went left whilst gesturing right, this is certainly a cause for suspicion. This happens once again due to embodied cognition. The person is picturing themselves running right as they recall what happened. Watch how someone gesticulates when they describe their home to you, and you might find you can ascertain all sorts of interesting things non-verbally, such as the height of their cabinets or where their bedroom is in relation to the front door. While someone might remember to lie with what they're saying, it's much harder to remember to control your gestures. More often, a liar will simply gesticulate less, and there is less emotional engagement with what they're saying. So to summarise, basically if you're trying to look for a lie, then there are a few things that you can keep an eye out for. Firstly, if they pause for a long time in between what they're saying, then that means they might be fabricating it. At the same time, you should look for signs of nervousness. Try to make sure that you're avoiding other reasons for them to be nervous. So if you're in an interview setting, for instance, try and make them as calm as possible. Ask some normal questions, establish a baseline. That way it'll then be more obvious if someone is nervous or if they're taking time in answering their questions. Another tip is to look out for incongruence between their body language and what they're saying, and in particular, look out for a lack of body language. If someone has a lack of gesticulation, if they're not really emphasizing the things that they're saying.
I want to say it has been a pleasure to have worked alongside all of you for the past 21 and a half months. I'm sorry for getting so emotional.
Then that might once more indicate that they could be lying. To improve your chances, keep the conversation going as long as possible, so get them to elaborate on the things they say and keep on talking.
I would need to review that.
I'd like you to review that right now. Can you tell me who wrote that phrase?
Until eventually they'll hopefully trip themselves up and make a mistake.
It's highly likely that I wrote that.
What percentage likely?
Yeah, probably 90% likely that I wrote that.
You wrote that, didn't you?
Okay, yeah.
So there you go, that's how you can use those body language skills in order to hopefully more accurately detect a lie. Thanks a ton for watching guys, hope you found this video useful and interesting. If you did, then please leave a like and share it around, that helps me out immensely. Comment down below and let me know of any tips you know for spotting a lie, or any instances in your life where you've been able to spot someone lying. I've got lots more videos like this on the way. I've just filmed a couple more on different types of training, in particular work capacity, and one where you can train your biceps every single day. So if that sounds cool, then thanks a ton for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.